Alright guys, welcome to episode 1 of my new Minecraft survival world, I guess. It's not my first time playing Bedrock, but I've always played Java. That's been what I've gone to, and it's like my first time actually playing on the console version in many years. So I did originally start off on the old Xbox 360 version back when Minecraft was still in beta, I think. I'm not entirely certain on how alpha, beta, and the full release, when and where that came about, but that's when I started. I remember they just brought out like half slabs or something. But it's been a very rare occasion that I've actually ended up playing Minecraft on the console or on Bedrock at all since then. Last time was probably like 3-4 years ago, probably just at the start of COVID really. So I could play with a couple of my mates before we moved over to just playing Java exclusively. So that's kind of the premise of this series, being from the Bedrock up. It's me learning Minecraft from the Bedrock up. Pretty self-explanatory. As for, wow, found iron already, perfect. As for what I'm trying to do with this series, I think it's just going to be your regular Minecraft survival. Try and make a great base, try and do everything. I don't anticipate there being an end, but I'm sure there will be. But I'm sure we'll be going on for a while until we deem it complete. I've kind of always wanted to do a Minecraft YouTube series. It's always, I think if there's one thing I'd want to do on YouTube, it would be this. It's just been about getting around to it. I kind of wanted to wait until I could get a PC, like a proper PC, because I've always played Minecraft on a awful, like, it must be 10 years old now, like MacBook Air, so it just doesn't run very well. It runs better than you expect it to, but and I always found it bearable, but it definitely wouldn't make it YouTube standard, and it can't do anything too intensive, so I didn't think it was possible to make a YouTube series out of that, at least not until I make some more money. That's for sure. So we're sticking with the PlayStation because, I don't know, thought it'd be interesting. I don't know if I prefer the controller or mouse and keyboard, to be honest. I think generally I like a controller better because I've been playing consoles for my whole life. I remember playing what did I play? It would have been Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. It was probably, actually no, I had the original Lego Star Wars. That was probably my first game that I can remember. I probably played like one of the early FIFAs as well, but I must have been 4 when I picked up my first game. That, along with like the old Game Boy Advance. So it's been a long time using controllers, so in that respect I like using it, but I had a quick 5-minute fiddle about before starting this world, and I do think I prefer the mouse and keyboard for Minecraft. I think you can use it with the PlayStation, but I'm not that bothered, to be honest. I kind of want to, I guess it's the more authentic way of playing. I don't really know. I don't think that's true, but I don't like the inventory controlling of it. That's what I've noticed. It's quite slow, which is obviously never going to be as quick as a keyboard and mouse. But yeah, so we've got an interesting start. I'm not the biggest fan of Acacia, but in this kind of enclosed mountain area, really. We did only get the 1 iron. Oh no, we got 2 iron. So almost in a valley. which is alright. I'll go check out the village. That's always a nice start, but yeah, mainly I just don't like the grass or the trees here, so I don't think we'll be hanging around right at spawn to at least make our starter base or final base. I don't, as I say, I've not got a plan for this. I'm just kind of going as I see fit. So yeah, obviously in the first episode you guys will see a lot more of, like, you know, of me playing rather than cutting between I've just done this, I'm doing this now, as there's a lot more to sort of watch when you're just getting materials everywhere you go. As I'm certain none of you want to spend hours watching me strip mine and stuff as we go on. I don't plan on doing it like a live stream almost, but we'll see. Oh, I didn't know you could get melons in the villages here. Again, I don't know if that's Bedrock only or if I'm just an idiot and haven't noticed from Java. I do know that there's quite a few small differences. Like, you look around and it's Minecraft, it does make a difference. But I know there's things like, the one that I remember from like start of COVID was you could waterlog hoppers and like stuff like that. So I guess I need to relearn a few mechanics, and yeah, it should be interesting. I want to know if after this experience I'll actually prefer Bedrock to Java. Yeah, clueless, but as we say, we're learning it from the Bedrock up. Just roll credits there. I'm going to be playing this entire world on hard mode throughout. I won't be playing it like hardcore. Obviously I'm going to try to avoid my first death for as long as possible, because that's always something enjoyable to do. You know, play it like it's hardcore until you die and then just completely scrap that. But you can't play in hardcore on Bedrock, I realised. I was trying to think whether I do hardcore. I've done a couple, like maybe 3 different hardcore worlds on Java in the past. Died in them all, so they're not ongoing. But some of them lasted a fair while, and one of them especially, I was really disappointed to die, because I was just messing around, flying around in the nether, and then landed in a bastion, and that ended it. And I was really close to finishing my base, and that's one of my favourite bases I've ever made, I think. So I don't think I can face that dread for another few years at least. But we don't have that option on Bedrock, so nothing to worry about. Yeah, so there's nothing really of note in the village here. Fairly disappointing. I don't think any of these things had chests in, unless up here does. But yeah, like no blacksmiths. No. But I'll take a bed for free. That's always nice. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of want to get out of the acacia. So there's spruce over there. Could go snowy, but I think the safest bet for somewhere that's likely to look nice would be off towards the forest, just because of the greener grass. I've really not played tons since, it's been ages now, but it still feels like the new update of, you know, with the deep dark and the really high build limit, or is it low build limit? I don't know how you'd say it. Like, it's been out ages. I did play probably one world when it just came out, but as I said earlier, I've been waiting to try and start a series, but couldn't do it on my laptop, because obviously it's not going to be good enough to run and record it. So I've kind of been putting off starting a new world. So it could be a lot of new things to me in this update. I'm not 100% certain on all spawns. I know, like, I know whereabouts they spawn, but I don't know the exact layers for mining diamonds and how high you need up for coal and iron to be optimum. Stuff like that. So hopefully I learn a bit as we go. And again, I have zero idea about if it changes in Bedrock. Some of you guys who play Bedrock as your main system might be screaming at things I do throughout this, but one day I'll learn. This is quite a nice flat area, actually. I mean, it's not okay. It's not that flat, but like, no trees on it. Just trying to admire the view. I wish it wasn't raining on day 2 of this playthrough. It hardly makes for a great video, does it? Yeah, I don't mind this area. Could start a base here. I always get into a village. I always get into the bad habit of just travelling until I find like the perfect spot to build, and I never find it and just give up and go anywhere after like 3 hours of just sailing in a boat. So I kind of need to just start accepting where I spawn and find the nicest part around there, because over time you end up changing it completely and the actual surroundings of you doesn't really matter, I find. Okay, hopefully this village has a bit more loot for us. Always feels like a bit of a risk doing this, but we're good. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, 1 chest and we've got a map. I'll take that. Is it just a map of where I am, or is it like a treasure map? I imagine it's just where I am. Yeah. Great. I'm probably going to get rid of that at some point. Collect some potatoes. Our inventory's already such a mess. Right, I'm not seeing many buildings that have chests in, to be honest with you. Which is quite disappointing. Or that many villagers, but oh, yeah. Oh no, it's only 2 bread, don't need it. There's 1. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm not certain on, is the like mechanics of villages, whether they're the exact same as Java. Because I think I've got this vague memory. We only played for like a week at the start of lockdown, and I just couldn't make like an iron farm or whatever because I just didn't know how it worked. Because I kind of have the go-to way of building it in my mind, but some things just don't resonate. I don't know if that's right. Replicate themselves over the different versions. So yeah, there might be a lot of trial and error. I kind of don't like how it's still they'll just spam your sword and there's no cooldown, and like shields not working the same. Kind of takes away from the challenge, I think. I know killing cows isn't exactly a challenge, but just I don't know, feels wrong. Feels wrong. No. Okay, we got a saddle. That might well come in use. I don't know if there's any horses about. I might have killed them or just ran past them trying to get leather. I don't know. I hope I didn't kill him. Oh, I quite like this. That could be a good, at least start a base location. Nice backdrop of a mountain. Yeah, and I think I'm awful with directions, but I'm fairly sure the spawn was just the other side of that, wasn't it? Is that the big snowy mountain? Over there? I don't know. It's just black. Might set up round here to find a better spot. I'm kind of liking the look of that little enclave. It's a big word. A little bit. It might mean a lot of digging down to try and get to the bottom of the world. Okay, there's a horse. Don't know if I can be bothered to tame one now. I think I'll set up my house up here actually, yeah. Hopefully that means going high up, find more iron right at the start. And I'm sure we'll move off the top of the mountain for our actual base. Just somewhere to start off. Because we don't need diamonds right away. Just, yeah, there you go. It's already paying off going up the hill. But we're not finding very big veins. Okay, yeah, but at least it's more of them. Yeah, we got 5 from the iron golem, which is good. So we shouldn't be too far off an actual set of iron armor and tools at this point. There's a lot of coal up here as well. Perfect. Is this night time or is it just really rainy? Okay, yeah. Please stop raining. Yes. Video's all good. I don't know how that actually affects uploading to YouTube. From what I've seen from other YouTubers in the past, it's been like they just skip to the next day, wait, so that it doesn't just ruin their video. So I hope it's not done anything terrible. Yeah. It's not as flat up here as I thought it was, but we'll at least collect the iron. Oh, there's tons of it. It's definitely so much more up here than there is down in the caves. As for what I like doing in Minecraft, I don't know, I like building huge bases, but when I go to that scale, I've never really been able to perfect it in terms of, oh, it's broken, in terms of detail on the big project. I remember I built like a castle on one of our realms with my mates years and years ago, and it was like, yeah, that Hogwarts castle kind of inspired, and it, by the time the world had come and died, as they all do, and turned into anarchy, I'd built up like probably half of the castle, but like I'd completed the full half, and then the other half was on like the other side of a mountain, but like I was missing windows the whole way up and stuff, so it just, I had the complete outer shell and roofs and everything sorted, but it just never got finished. But so maybe I need to start small, complete the small parts of it, and then just add to it later instead of trying to tackle a huge project at once. I also like, you know, building all the farms and everything, but I'm clearly not the most redstone inclined in terms of designing my own farms, but I'll often, well, I always tend to like copy, or once I've learned from copying one time, I'll change them slightly to, well, it tends to be more aesthetic based rather than functional, because I'm sure people making tutorials know better than I do about probably everything about it, because that's why they're the ones making tutorials, and that's why I'm copying them. But yeah, there should be a lot of variety in what I'm doing in this world. And as for building styles, wow, already a stack of iron. I kind of want to adventure, but I often do the just, you know, classic wood. I love the black stone from the Nether update, and obviously they work together because they're very neutral colours, I guess. Brown isn't neutral, but in my head it is. But I kind of want to I don't know, try something different as we go along. Obviously there's not much option at the start because just stone and wood, but oh, did I miss some more iron? Oh, I missed so much iron. I'm not sure if I need any more, to be honest. Okay, yeah, so we're back to where we spawned in. I think we literally spawned in like down there. We were next to like a ravine or something, weren't we? Oh, there's a jungle over here. Oh, I don't mind this actually. There's a lot of different biomes right next to each other. It's like, what's that board game? Catan. Settlers of Catan, and it's just got these little hexagons of biomes next to each other. It's strange, this. I quite like it. I like that we've got, well, 5 different woods now. So there was the spruce over there, acacia, birch, oak, and jungle. Yeah. So what we're missing? We're missing dark oak, which is a nice one, which isn't good to be missing. But oh, and then the mangroves. Is that the reddish kind of colour? I've never used that word actually for anything, but I think it could be nice in the right way. Aren't they adding? I think they're adding like cherry blossom, or like cherry wood, I guess it would be. And is it bamboo? Is that actually becoming planks? I don't really know. I've not really been up to date with these new snapshots, but I think I saw like a clip of, or like a screenshot of a bamboo plank. I don't know if I should be killing all these cows. Obviously you need leather, but maybe I should have made a farm out of them, but I think it's too late now. Yeah, that's quite nice. This little lake area. Okay, I think I might settle here, at least for now. There's a nice little riverside area. I don't know, embankment maybe. I don't know the exact technicalities. I'll set up a sugarcane farm early, because there's nothing worse than being ready to enchant and just having to wait for grass to grow. I was talking about like builds before and like making big builds. I don't claim to be the best builder in the world or anything. In fact, I'm not amazing at building. I enjoy it, and I try to make something that looks good all the time, but often I spend like an hour on something and just can't make it look right. So yeah, I'm gonna try get out my comfort zone a bit in terms of what I'm gonna build in this, but I don't imagine it being anything to rival the best of the best. But we can hope. Right, yeah, I'm gonna clear out this area. Got some bamboo over there, and get ready for making base. Really, I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but I always hold on to my first wooden pickaxe. I don't really care about like shovels and stuff, but I always just keep it in a special chest somewhere. Never look at it, and it always just takes up room. But I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. I wish I kind of just stayed in that complete empty field now. I hate chopping down these massive trees, because you can never get them all. It always takes you like 3 attempts to find the final log. Full suit of armour. Perfect. It's probably the quickest I've ever got that. It's like day 3. I know it might be day 4, but I had all the iron for it in day 2 or 3. Well, it's already starting to clear up a bit. We've got a lot of wood. Still not done, but it's looking a lot better than it did. Well, I don't know about better, but it's more suitable for actually building on. So it should look better in a bit. I don't know if there's something much different with the spawning of mobs in Bedrock, but I feel like this place now just spawns so many. I've just been wandering around killing. Well, there's none here. Okay, I take it back. But I have just killed tons just on this area since I've been clearing it out, and they keep coming back. And I feel like you don't get that usually on Java. Okay, I think that was the last, well, it was the last tree on this little area, except from this. Oh, I can't jump up here. Apart from this big one, but I can't bring myself to do it right now. I've gone through, well, pretty much 2 full iron axes, which isn't, it's not insane amounts, but it's quite early on to be focusing on just chopping trees down for ages. So I think we're gonna leave it there for the deforestation part of this video. That's for sure. Right, I'm just gonna try light up this entire area. I don't know if you still need it to be that light. I'm fairly sure it only needs to be above, well, it's quite dark. It needs to be above light level 0 now. I think. I don't know if I'm making that up, but we're going to be somewhat sparing, but also quite thorough with our torching. I'm going to run out of them already. Okay, that should be light enough for now. Although, yeah, I thought I'd missed this spot, which I believe I had. But our sugarcane's growing, everything's coming along nicely. Might have to do some mining now. Or do I build a little hut? I should probably build a house of some description, so we don't just get ran up on by a creeper. I'll do that tomorrow. I just came over here to light up that dark bit under the mountain we saw before. There's this big old cave. It's a bit scary. I don't know if I can like do my brightness up a bit, but it's so dark in there on my screen. Oh, it's massive. Okay, we will go nowhere near that for now. Maybe once I'm a bit more geared up in terms of diamond stuff. I think the way to start would be strip mining. Because, yeah, I'm intimidated. Doesn't take much, clearly, but let's go running back home. You'd think the obvious thing to make my house out of would be wood, because I've got so much of it. But I kind of don't want to. I don't know why. I feel like I should make something a bit more fancy than just a wooden house. So I might put it off even longer. I think I might head down caving as the next port of call. Probably the wrong decision, but sticking by it. Alright, now begins the very, very long dig down to diamond level. But I kind of need the stone and stuff, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, I've not even gone down like 10 blocks and I've already ran into a cave that's flooded, which isn't ideal, but does that mean everywhere below me is flooded? I hope not, because that'd be so annoying. I guess we aren't right next to a river or a lake. Is there like a lake biome, or is that just a thick bit of river? That's it. But I hope we're not just stuck in this the whole way down. Although we've got coal and stuff, so we'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna drown in here. I need to turn back. Here we are. Oh, I hope it's not a pain trying to get down. It's looking like it will be. That's a lot more water, I see. This could have been a mistake picking this place to live. Oh, there's a glow squid. We're not even that far down yet. I've already hit him. Ugh. Is it too late to move home? Oh dear. I'm gonna drown. Okay. Oh my days, there's a second cave off to the right. Oh, there's no way I'm tunneling through that. That's ridiculous. How have I found a spot like this? I thought I was far enough away from the river, and I'm not like in an ocean or anything. Okay, another cave, but at least this one's not filled with water. So we'll actually explore it if it's not massive. One thing I do think I know is I will not be building with copper. I just hate how long it takes. I think I'm quite impatient. I like getting things done all in one go, and having to wait hours or days even for a bit of copper to change colour is not for me. Although I think I found a vein of it, because there was a lot in that, and there's a lot here. Like, that's massive. Surely this is a vein. So there's some iron in there, so it was at least worth my time mining it. It could give good XP. I'm not really certain on that sort of thing. Like when you cook it, collect some of that. It's a lot darker on my screen than it is for you guys. But like when I'm up here and I look down there, I can just see like white sparkles, and it looks like the deep dark stuff, like the skulk. So I was a bit worried then, but it is just granite. But it just looks like pitch black to me until I put a torch near. Oh yeah, this has got to be a vein, but I thought it had like copper, raw copper blocks. Is that what it's called, raw copper? But I'm not seeing any. There's just an insane amount here, it's got to be. I wish it was an iron vein instead. But I do fancy finding like a spawner or something, an XP farm, at least early on. So it tempts me to actually go caving rather than just mining down. I kind of wanted to just collect a lot of stone early on, because you never really, or I find I don't end up mining cobblestone anymore because you spend all your time down in the deep dark. So it becomes quite a commodity, actually. I remember I used to run through caves and everything, just forgetting about coal because you found it so often, and you just need to fortune it as you went, and you'd like replenish your supply. But now, when you're down where you kind of want to be around diamonds, you just can't find any coal. So you have to like bring tons with you. It's ridiculous. That's one of the changes I don't like. I liked being able to find everything down. It's huge. Oh, is that? That's, yeah, I think that's one of the amethyst things. Pretty cool. Well, I'm down at deep dark. Not deep dark, sorry. Deep slate. If we get down there. I love this white block calcite. It's lush. Can you see me? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, well, that got me the blocks I was looking for at least. Where's my food? Did I run out of food? Oh, that's so annoying. I'm going to have to turn back. I didn't even think about food. I've got tons in my chest from all them animals that were spawning when I was chopping trees. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I'll pick up some redstone and iron before I go. I don't know if diamond spawns up this. It seems strange saying this high, because that's where Bedrock used to be, but do they start as soon as you hit deep slate? At least I'm finding lapis. I always end up running out of that stuff early on. I just don't... Oh, well, there's my answer. The first diamonds. Get in. Well, I say diamonds, it looks like one. I hope it's a couple. No, it's not looking like it, is it? One diamond. Great success. Shame. I was hoping to find more than just one diamond, because because I always like marking down my coordinates after, because I tend to find that, you know, a big vein is my first one. I've just happened to get lucky in the past, and then I always just mine 3 or 5 depending on if I need a pickaxe to get obsidian. Oh, how did I miss that? I ran right underneath it. I was lucky I came back this way. There we go, 2, so I can get a pickaxe. Get in. Yeah, so I always like heading back to so I can find obsidian or whatever whenever I need it. And I'll often enchant a iron one with fortune and finish off the vein then, just because there's no point not really. It's not that hard to avoid dying with iron armour. Is that where... yeah, that's where I came up. Great. That was a welcome surprise. I'm experiencing an issue of I've lost where I am. I have to just dig up, but I really don't want to do that. Oh, okay. Let's hope I don't get in a water cave or something. Okay, we have daylight. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the inventory. It's just quite slow to use. Is this spawn? Yeah. Okay, so we're just down the hill. Cool. Oh, we've got a wandering villager. Wandering trader, sorry. Melon seeds. Nah, I've got all of them, or they're not that important. If they had like saplings for stuff, I'd consider trying to get them, but there's no point. See what I mean? Like, these animals just keep on spawning in here. I don't think it's usually that regular. My home's already a mess with the chests, and I've only got 4 of them. Right, we'll make that diamond pickaxe in case I can mine some obsidian when we go back down. And I'll make a bucket if I can find my iron there. Right, so we've hit deep slate, so I'd imagine we'll... oops. What has just happened? I imagine we'll be hitting that ravine soon. Or maybe we missed it, which wouldn't be the end of the world. We can always find it again from that cave. Right, so we've hit Bedrock, never found that cave. Which isn't the end of the world. We got a lot of stuff now. I think I'm going to start strip mining. I'll have a quick look what the right level for it is. I think it's like 56 or something. That's probably completely wrong, but I think the lower you are, the better. But I'll see you when something happens, at least. Okay, I was right in the middle. It's 53 or 59. Like 59 is meant to be the best, but 53 is above lava. So I've heard. So we're gonna do 53. There's always been a... I think the way it's pronounced vignette, or I just spell it vignette. You know, like the black faded border around the screen. Has that always been a thing? I've just noticed it while I've just been mindlessly mining. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember ever seeing that. I'm guessing it only happens when you're below, well, a certain level. But, yeah, I've never made note of that before. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Could just be a Bedrock thing, or I'm just oblivious usually. I tend to like do poke holes as I mine, just sporadically, probably like every 5-10 blocks. You can probably see as I go back. Probably every 5 blocks. But just because I'm trying to get materials, I think I'm going to stop doing that, because I just end up leaving like 6 blocks either side, or probably 4. I don't know how long you can reach. That I just can't pick up, and I'm wasting my durability on my pickaxe. Like, I'm already down to half. I probably should be using iron ones so that I can, you know, enchant a diamond one and, repair it or whatever. But, ugh, I thought I'd find some by now. It's taken quite a while. I couldn't stop finding caves. Oh, that's so strange. It was literally as I was talking about not being able to find caves. I was going to say I couldn't stop finding caves and I didn't want to when I was up top. Okay, this isn't actually a cave, is it? Is it closed off? Okay. Again, I take that back now. I can't find caves when I want to, like at this level. But when I was up top, I couldn't find anything but caves. It's ridiculous. I didn't realise you could get them just... I don't know. It opened up a cave itself, but there was nothing to it. For some reason, I'm really forgetful. I think I forgot to bring torches down with me, so I've just gone and like taken out a couple as I've put them down too regularly. But ugh, I'm a bit sick of going back up. I might cook some of my logs into charcoal, just because I've got so many of them. Save me a trip. I think I'll just mine until either I find diamonds or this pickaxe breaks, and then, well, if I need to get more or do some mining in between episodes, I'll just do it then, because it's not going too well for me right now, and I think I'm gonna have to go back to using iron ones when this one gives in. So this way, I've literally found nothing. Wow, I probably don't even need to cut that clip because I found some as soon as I finished saying that. Okay, please be more than just 2. I could do with replenishing what I've just used on finding them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4? Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take 4. Although I don't have any at the minute. 4. Okay, I'm happy with that. That'll get me enchanting table and sword, probably. Maybe I'll hold on to him for second pickaxe. I always just love having extra pickaxes. That's what I always use them on. I really need to add stairs to this thing. I built it so I could, and then I just couldn't be bothered adding stairs, so it's just painful going up and down. And I keep forgetting things, so I need to do that quite often. Okay, I need to find some lava to turn into obsidian, or just find some obsidian would work too. But I haven't seen any in that cave that I was in, so I might need to find a surface spot. I'm slightly disappointed that horse that we had walking around here is despawned. At least I think it has. Because I could have done with that now if I'm looking for a lava pool. Well, I've found one block of lava, so you can make it a quarter of the way to an enchanting table. Ah, there's another portal over there. I can't really see from this far away, but I imagine there's lava at that, so... Oh, actually, the nether portal will be made of obsidian. Okay, I can just use that. But what I was going to say when I came up here was just another view of where we're living. Quite like that area up there, actually, with a little drop down to here. Obviously, I don't like that grass over there, but I'm sure we could build a wall or, I don't know, something so that we wouldn't really have to see it. I think that's quite a nice area. A couple short level changes. I'm sure we can make something happen with that. Wow, that's some pickaxe, that. If only it could mine diamonds. I don't think it can though, can it? Wow, the two... What's going on? All of them are class. I wish we could like move enchantments over, because that would be great to have on my stuff now. Shame it's gold. But I'll go get this obsidian now. Probably some of these blocks. Enchanting table secured. don't have enough books or anything to really complete it at all. We don't have we don't have enough sugarcane yet either, but we don't have the leather for it, so I probably need to go around slaughtering some cows, maybe some horses, but that's at least a good start. I think I'll enchant some of my stuff at level 1, because although it's nice to save up levels, I think I'll probably need a XP farm before I enchant it at level 30 for anything really, so unless it's anything spectacular, I'll probably just enchant everything level 1. Although I may as well make as many bookcases as I can, which is looking like 2. So it's not going to make any difference, I imagine. Okay, with 2 bookcases, we can get level 5, which is the exact same as what we had before. So I kind of want Unbreaking on it, because it's already fairly broken. I want it to last, so I was hoping we could get it for the level 1 enchant. But I don't think that will change, will it? Nah. We'll just go efficiency, why not? And everything else, I just kind of hope for protection 1. Feather falling 1. I imagine level 1 feather falling doesn't really do much. Yeah, it's not worth wasting the levels on anything better, or barely make a difference. So you can get number 2 there. Should get rid of that. Protection 1. Right, cool. That'll do. Nothing spectacular, but it's better than nothing. Is that a parrot? Do I have any seeds? I don't think I've got 1 seed. So we need to get lucky. Can I find any more before we head over? 3 seeds, is that enough? I don't know if I've ever... No, I definitely have, but I don't think I've ever kept a parrot alive for very long. I'll probably struggle to find it again. I don't even know if it was a parrot, it could have just been a chicken. It's looking rather chicken-like. Was it actually just a chicken? I thought I saw a red parrot. Okay, never mind. I can't find a parrot. I thought it was just here. Maybe it was them chickens and I'm just seeing things. I just saw a flash of red and got excited. Right, I think I'm going to end this video by building at least something to live in, or at least put my stuff in, because I don't like just living out of whatever this is. I've just been thinking about what it is I kind of wanted to build, and kind of plan in advance, because I do see myself sort of setting up around this part, and I originally went down to get materials for like stone, deep slakes. They're fairly nice blocks and it's easy to combine that with everything else I've got, but kind of want to test myself, because I always build sort of medieval, that sort of colour scheme at least, that block palette, but maybe I try something a bit more modern. I don't know if I've got the materials yet for something a bit more modern, but I was just thinking, because we kind of have this lake river thing, and I said when I was stood up there looking over that area up there that I could build a wall or something coming down to here. So I guess this could be almost like a harbour. There's the 2 tributaries. Using my school geography knowledge for this. So if we built something right on this corner, just trying to think what kind of building would go there. So I'll give it a bit of thought, but we might not have a building by the end of this episode, but we might have an idea. Or we could come away with nothing, and well, it probably won't be as good for the video, but it'll be better to forward plan than just to rush into it. I've just mined some jungle leaves, And when they're in your hand, they've got these little like berries on them. But like it doesn't show when you've put them down or anything. And obviously the jungle's not covered in berries. I just thought that was a bit odd. I don't know if they'll show up in a certain biome or what. It's a strange addition. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you what I've built. Nothing. So I spent way too long trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I didn't want to make the first thing I build be something I just knocked down in 5 episodes time or whatever to make place for something else. I thought I'd actually do a bit of planning for what my eventual base would be. I've had some good ideas. You can probably see a couple leaf blocks sort of mapping things out, but I've tried to keep it subtle, keep you almost out the loop just for a little bit. Yes, so there's nothing to see. But I'll give you a bit of an idea of what I was thinking of. Basically, I thought we've got like 2 tributaries, really. I know this one just goes into a cave, but we can probably work with that, make that into like a waterfall. See, I'm really planned ahead here. And I'm thinking of this being a bit of like a cityscape. So it's quite optimistic or quite a large plan, but I thought this could be a city, this whole area, mainly this bit. And as for the style of it, yes, I could do medieval, yes, I could do modern or like futuristic, but I thought I'd do kind of, I don't know what the exact phrase would be, but it would be like realistic. So I'm trying to base it off of, like an English city. So there's a bit of, I guess any kind of European city. So it would be a mixture of modern and old. So like stone and plastic, I guess. I don't know the exact phrasing for things, but that's what I've got in my mind. So that's why I've not built anything yet. I think I'll save the starter base for the next episode, because I want it to be something that will last, and I'll need a couple of materials for it. But yeah, that's the initial idea I've got. That may well change entirely as new ideas come to my head, but I just don't have the materials for any layer of that yet, because I kind of want to stray away from greys, because they're almost too easy to use and a bit bland. So me strip mining to get materials ended up being the completely wrong materials. So yeah, I don't have a palette figured out yet. I just have a very clear image in my mind of what I'm going for. So I hope that's alright. I'm going to call the episode here, episode 1, the start of something new. That's very High School Musical. Yeah, but I guess that's episode 1 of From the Bedrock Up. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.